Hey everyone, it's Ashley and today I am bringing you the book Courtship tag. This was created by Hill Loves Books. I could not find the original video, but I will leave their channel linked down below. I was not tagged by anybody, story of my life, but I really want to do this tag. It looks really fun, so let's get started. Phase 1, Initial Attraction, a book that you bought just because of the cover. I'm not gonna lie, I am definitely a person who buys books because of their covers. That being said, generally it's just that the cover attracts me and then I read the inside and I'm like, oh, that sounds really interesting, and then I buy it. But I probably wouldn't have read the inside had the cover not been that gorgeous. So that's the case for some of the books I'm about to show you, but not all of them. But I'm definitely just gonna do a montage for you guys really quick because I could not pick just one book. So anyways, cue montage. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Eliot Sands. Winger by Andrew Smith. The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer E. Smith. Meant to Be by Lauren Morrill. And this specific cloth-bound edition of Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Phase 2, First Impressions. What book did you buy because you loved the summary? And for this, I actually have A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness and Siobhan Dowd. The cover is gorgeous, I'm not gonna lie. This was also kind of a cover buy thing. It was amazing, but the description is just, it gives you enough, but it doesn't give you too much, and I think those are my favorite descriptions. The ones that kind of they intrigue you. They tell you what the tone of the story is gonna be, the tone that the author is going to write the story in, and without giving you away too much. Sometimes I find that synopses of novels are way, way, way too in-depth. They spoil, way too much. Way too much. Okay, so I'll read this to you. The monster showed up after midnight, as they do. But it wasn't the monster Connor's been expecting. The one from the nightmares he's had every night since his mother started her treatments. The one with the darkness, and the wind, and the screaming. This monster is something different, something ancient, something wild, and it wants the truth. Don't you want to just go read this now? Aren't you so intrigued? Phase 3, Sweet Talk, a book with great writing. And for this I actually chose 2 books because apparently for this tag I just don't like actually making any kind of decisions. And I chose Stardust by Neil Gaiman. I'm actually just choosing Neil Gaiman, in general, just his writing in general. But I chose Stardust because it's a favorite of mine and I absolutely love it. And the second book I'm choosing is Fight Club by Chuck Palahniuk. This is the only Chuck Palahniuk book I have read, but it was so well written. For those of you who haven't read it, if you're looking for a really well written, intriguing novel, I would highly recommend it. Phase 4, First Date. A first book in a series that made you want to read all the rest. And for this, I also have 2 choices. The first one being Cinder by Marissa Meyer. I did not think I was going to like this book nearly as much as I did. I read it because of a book club, and I'm so glad I did because I don't know if I would have picked it up otherwise, but it was amazing, and I ended up reading Scarlet and Cress in the same week that I read this book. I read all 3 in a week, and that's pretty unprecedented for me, especially with fantasy YA. I don't read that much fantasy YA, but yeah, it was amazing. And the second book I have for you guys is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. I adored this book. I have not read the second or third yet, but I'm actually currently reading the second, which you may or may not know if you watched my unfinished books video. I have actually picked it back up since then, but I'm so excited to continue reading this, and I really, really liked it. I actually got to meet Maggie Stiefvater when she was around for the tour for the first book. Yep. Phase 5, Late Night Phone Calls, a book that kept you up all night. And for this, I have To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I read this in one sitting. I started it after work one night, thinking I would read a few chapters before bed, and I ended up staying up till 5 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. It was really good. It was just a really, really adorable, cute contemporary, and it was exactly what I needed at that time, and it was very well written, and the sequel comes out next month, and I am so excited I could cry. Phase 6, Always on My Mind, a book you cannot stop thinking about. And I feel like this shouldn't be a surprise for any of you who watch my channel on a regular basis, but Morning Glories, this one, the whole series, I cannot stop thinking about it. The whole premise of the series is that you have no idea what's going on and that you're supposed to guess what's going on at all times, and I honestly just am constantly thinking like, oh my god, what does that mean? What does that mean? Is this a real thing? Is this actually happening? And I feel like I'll probably end up rereading these soon because I just need to know what's happening, and maybe there's like clues or something. I don't know. Phase 7, Getting Physical, a book that you love how it feels. And for this I am choosing my cloth-bound Wuthering Heights. It's cloth-bound, guys, and it's gorgeous, and it's cloth-bound. That's pretty much all I need to tell you. I just love it. It makes me feel like I have like an old school library, and I just like, yes, I want all of the cloth-bound classic editions. Phase 8, Meeting the Parents, a book that you would recommend to your family and friends. And for this, I think I'm going to go with Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. This book is so well written, and it just has these amazing characters, and I feel like a lot of the things that you learn in this book and experience in this book are relatable on many levels, and also I just kind of wish that the whole world would read it, and I think that everyone I know would love it if they would just listen to me and read it. So, this one. Phase 9, Thinking About the Future, a book or series that you know you will reread many times in the future. And I'm gonna be super cliched, but also honest, and say Harry Potter by J.K. Rowling. I have reread this series multiple times before. Sometimes if I don't reread the whole series, I just reread 1 or 2 of the books, but it's like a comfort food in book form for me, and I'm sure for a lot of you as well. But yeah, this is definitely like the main one and only series that I know for a fact I will reread many times in the future. Phase 10, Share the Love. Who do you tag? As usual, I did not do research, so I have no idea who has or has not done this tag, so if you've already done it, I'm sorry for retagging you, but I am going to tag Lindsay Ray, Frandelf the Grey, that rhymed. I'm also going to tag Alita Joy and Page by Page. So all of you have been tagged. As always, if I didn't tag you and you want to do this tag, please feel free to consider yourself tagged. Always comment down below and give me the link to your video so that I can watch it. And otherwise, I will talk to you guys soon with another video. Happy reading. Bye!